one of the greatest boxers to ever grace the game. He was fast, agile, and extremely confident in his ability. Without a doubt, the most technical heavyweight in history, Muhammad Ali. I'm going to break down precisely what you need to copy from him, using his fight against Cleveland Williams. It's a majestic display by Muhammad Ali. Most people look at Ali's fights against Liston, Foreman or Frazier when analysing him. However, I want to show a slightly lesser known fight against Cleveland Williams, where I believe he was at his best. Watch how in the first round he gets an eye for his opponent. He uses brilliant movement by staying on his toes and dancing around the ring, and employs fantastic use of feints in the round. He uses a few snapping jabs to win the round, nothing too exciting or special, but just popping his opponent. Now notice how Ali isn't rushing anything here. He's keeping on his toes, he's sticking his jab out, he's getting an idea of Cleveland Williams, he's breaking him down. He's using his mind to create a tactic of that he'll use later in the fight. This is what happens in a lot of first rounds. The experienced, smarter, better fighter sort of takes their time to analyse their opponent. You see how he feints to the body here, then he throws a jab to the head. The key thing about this is the feint to the body brings Cleveland Williams' his hands low, and then he can go to his head. Then interesting, when Cleveland Williams expects a jab to come to his head, he throws a hook. This is a crucial thing that top boxers do. They're very unpredictable in which punch they're going to throw at you. The combinations he throws are thrown with great pace, and then he gets out when he's done. Make sure you don't admire your work when you're throwing a great combination. Here he lands a beautiful combination, steps back, and then checks hook his opponent. It's unbelievable stuff. In the second round, William pushes on a little bit, so Ali decides to change gears and he lets his hands go. The combination punching takes this round. And it's just beautiful to watch as it glides around the ring. If Williams pushes forward, Ali takes a few steps back. Now here, Ali's just circling Cleveland Williams, popping off combinations, popping off jabs, not getting touched. It's just unbelievable stuff here. This is something you should practice in your own time. You don't need a gym, all you need is your own feet and a little bit of an area, and you just circle around. You use your movement to go to the left, then switch up and go to the right. Just keep moving around in a circle, and it's an excellent way to be able to exploit your opponent. Now you're probably thinking here, Ali's just landed jabs here. You know, why is he not throwing these big punches here? I'll tell you why. The jab is the most crucial punch you can learn in boxing. And it sets all of your other punches up, and it's a great way to see your type of distance you can have in this fight. Now Williams actually pushes forward here very well, but while it's impossible to tell exactly what's going on in Ali's head, you'd like to think at this point he realised Williams could potentially be a danger. He's a big puncher, so what does he do? He steps the gear up. Williams gets a bit of success here, but Ali does exactly what he needs to. He stays relaxed against the ropes, and then when he has to, he holds his opponent. There's no shame in holding your opponent. Then he realises, I need to get back on my feet, stay on my toes, and pop some jabs off. Simple as.
Williams keeps moving in, takes a left thrown by Clay and a slap by Clay. Clay hits you many different ways, slaps and hooks and jabs, dazzling speed left to the nose. Williams has him against the ropes above us, but Clay definitely ducks. Takes a short, jolting left to the...
Now a lot of boxing trainers won't tell you this, but this is the dirty side of the game that you can employ. So Ali throws a right here and realises, damn, I'm up close next to this big puncher here, what should I do? He gives a slight push onto him, just to set off his balance. Now, it's technically illegal in boxing, but it's unlikely the referee is going to do anything about it.
Some claret flowing from Williams' nose, but it bothers him not one whit. Here's Williams throwing the right, but Clay ducked. Clay ducked over the ring to the top rope and got away from the first palm.
Something I'd like to point out here is Ali's use of punching backwards. If you're just going backwards without throwing any punches, anything to deter your opponent off, they're going to keep coming. They're going to keep plodding forward at you and they'll eventually hit you. You have to keep them off.
Clay ducks, doesn't throw. Williams feints, doesn't throw. Clay comes in with a couple of light lefts as he backs away, weaving clockwise.
And to have the ability to knock your opponent out while going backwards, it's unbelievable. It's really, really technical. But if you can employ it into your own game, it's a huge advantage.
A short joining right hook by Clay, and Cleveland Williams was down. He doesn't look hurt. He's taking the mandatory 8. We have a knockdown in round 2. Here comes the champion.
Look at this. He's throwing his left, he's throwing his right, he's throwing combination punching, and he's keeping relaxed when doing so. And after a beautiful flurry, he knocks his opponent down, and that's that. Now Williams looks terrified coming out here, and who blames him? He's against the greatest fighter of his era and possibly ever. Now this is supreme level counterpunching, especially at the heavyweight division. Now Ali goes initially from check hooking his opponent to then moments later doing a pull counter with his cross. Brilliant stuff. And now I'm not even going to analyse this part, but this is one of the greatest knockdowns in heavyweight history. The technique is just impeccable. He then realises his opponent is hurt, so lets loose on him. Now I wouldn't recommend Ali's form of defence to a beginner here, as you know, if you miss it you're going to get knocked out, but what he does fantastically is a jerk of his head. Now you see a jab or a cross comes at him, he just slightly moves his head back to the left, to the right, just slightly. Now with what I showed you in the first fight, I want you to try and analyse these next clips of his fight with Folley. This is how you learn. You watch and then you apply your own analysis into the fight and then you apply it into your own game. Now you see Ali seems a little more cautious in this fight against Zora Folley. He's got his hands up a little bit higher, he's not moving as much. This would suggest to me that he's actually slightly more worried about Zali. He sees him more as a threat.
Although there's little action, the crowd doesn't seem to mind. Champion Ali is always a show, no matter what he's doing.
You see, it's the feinting. It's the feinting he's doing again that's beautiful. Look, Zara can't set his feet because of the feinting Ali's using. Again, threw a hook there, missed, but then got out straight away.
See how well the challenger rolls back from those punches?
Absolutely brilliant. threw a beautiful counter there.
5, 6, 7, 8. Folley is up at 9.
Ali knows he's got him now. He's still staying aware though. He's still staying aware.
Seconds left to go in the round, and Folley is back battling.
Oh, he got caught. This is the defence Ali loves employing. It's his footwork. His hands aren't actually up here. He's taking a step back and he's not getting hit at all. Beautiful counter there. The combination punch and pushing his opponent back. Look, footwork again is brilliant. Back on the jab. You see, we've got some more footwork here. The beginning round is a bit tentative, but the footwork here is brilliant. Look, he's not being hit because he's just moving backwards. Such simple stuff.
Folley's coming back from that knockdown, and he is scoring. One of the infrequent clinches. The punches that put Folley down came so fast, you could hardly see them.
Back on the jab. He's knocked his opponent down, but he's not rushing it. Back on the jab, moving around well.
Nothing wrong with Folley's courage, believe me. 10 seconds to go in round 4. In this heavyweight championship match, Muhammad Ali, the champion, the white trunks, challenges Zora Folley in brown. In case you joined us late.
Again, look, he's starting slightly slower in this round. He's not on his feet.
Fourth round, took the count listening to it and got up and has fought fairly well since. In the last round or so, the champion's speed has been turning the fight his way. Now he is moving in, which has been unusual for him in this fight. That was a blocked punch, and Folley rolled with them.
Again, staying aware of his defence here. His ability to judge the distance of the fight is just magnificent. He knows when to snap his head back and he knows when he's in a position that he won't be hit.
Talked about Folley's courage. The champion has plenty himself.
Beautiful counter. Unbelievable stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. If you could please like and subscribe at the bottom, it'd be hugely helpful.